When we found ourselves going to Soweto to see a sensitive movie, I knew that something interesting was going to turn up. I had nil idea of what. Of the movie Dear White People, the reviews said incisive analysis, bold exploring, that sort of thing. Seemed a change from the flames and stones that often depict America's race issues. It was showing in Rosebank and in Soweto. My fingers travelled by autopilot to Rosebank and were picking seats when an aha moment struck. This, of all movies, should be seen in Soweto. I booked for the Friday. An hour before the show, our friend Carl phoned. Carl's an out-of-town doctor who was unexpectedly overnighting in Joburg. He was coming to stay. The idea of this movie at that place appealed to him. I wondered, did we need to battle with phone and internet to find a seat alongside the two that we had booked? I thought, no, take a chance. There'll surely be a seat somewhere, and he won't melt if he must sit on his own. So in time, on schedule, three of us hit the highway for Maponyumal. Soweto was quiet and dark. That was not altogether unnatural. A big school of Soweto thought believes that to be out after nightfall is for scabengas and the ill-bred. But this seemed extreme quiet, to say nothing of extreme dark. It was, we discovered, the 12th hour of outage, harsh breakdown outage, not gentle load-shedding outage. I'd heard no mention on news bulletins of the nation's largest population centre having a power breakdown. On my side of town, a 12-hour outage would be 24-carat shock, with relief missions, emergencies, procedures, post-traumatic stress disorder procedures, the whole lot. We raised the thought, how would things work 20 years on? Will Soweto too consider an outage an outrage, or would our side too consider it a norm? More immediately, we wondered if Maponyumal ran its own generator. Neither answer, yes or no, would be a surprise, and indeed the answer was half and half. Aside from a jam-packed bar, pumping decibels by the hundredweight, the mall was in low-light battery-saving mode. The cinema had a skeleton staff in skeleton lighting. We were met by a young chap in an exotic uniform. I remembered P.G. Woodhouse describing a hotel doorman's attire as halfway between Romanian field marshal and Nicaraguan lance corporal. And that was pretty much what we had here. Bright and shiny and sparkling blue satin, stars and stripes and epaulets and medals. An engaging youngster, easy to please and taking personal responsibility for our disappointment. He was sure the power would be back in an hour and the projectors would roll. Not many other people seemed to be sold on his message, and it turned out that indeed he'd been saying it all through the matinee and the afternoon performances too. So his credibility wasn't high, but he was not lightly letting us go. He asked which movie we'd come for. We told him, Dear White People. He was perplexed. We could see that movie anywhere. Why come all this way? We explained our grasp would be advanced by experiencing a Soweto audience's response to this movie. As we talked, he beamed ever wider, like a prisoner in a dock hearing a not guilty verdict. He said, then it's no problem. I said, what's no problem? He said, it doesn't matter that we can't show you that movie. It's good that we can't show you that movie. I said, why is that? He said, you'd be all on your own. Nobody from here goes to movies like that. It's, you know, it's about race and culture and all that stuff.